Okay, tabletop easel, all the scrap wood. The wood will crack a little bit, so I gotta be careful if it's too fragile. But this is gonna be a very strong support. I could find a little bit shorter screw, maybe that has a wing nut. This one I can't find a wing nut for, and the screws in the back are just holding it, but there's no screw to support. So I'll have to find some kind of screw with a wing nut to hold this one. I might rebuild this part, make it a little bit longer if I need to. So this is the height this one will go up to. I won't go much higher. Much higher than this. It'll go down a little bit, but I have to adjust the spacing here a little bit more. So it's a little bit more narrow here for the screws. So here's a little bit wider, so it's fairly enough. I just need to put different screw that has a wing nut to hold it. Otherwise, I just bolted holes here, support, and bolted bigger bolts, and kind of a bracket, one bracket. I can only find one bracket, so maybe I could find another bracket from somebody throwing out some doors or something, without having to spend $10 on brackets or something, whatever, for a garbage easel. I just put my skills to the test to see if I could build a tabletop easel. They cost about $50 to buy a little bit smaller one, which I might do down the line. But for my skills, this will fold. Only thing, you have to take these out. If you want to fold it up, this will come out. Otherwise, I could probably carve into this, but I just drilled a hole into it. Otherwise, I have a dowel made, but I can make it for a dowel, so it sits on a dowel. The brackets like that, carve a little U shape and put the dowel between the two, but the bolts will work, so just need to have a long enough screw for that, and you might need to spend a little bit on the screws and brackets if you're going to be building a tabletop easel, and a couple more screws for the slider. Hopefully this will be enough to get started on painting. Maybe in the winter I might do some painting, but it's enough for the painting, and I could even do a little bit larger one for Bob Ross size painting. I never blended when I was learning art, so this is oil painting. I never blended anything, so now I'm learning blending when I'm using a Bob Ross kit. So other than that, the build itself, I had it a little bit wider, and it's too wide for this desk, so I cut it down. Since I did not measure it properly, then I rebuilt it, cut it down in half. So this one's a little bit smaller build from the first one, because I just had the front part a little bit longer, because I wasn't properly measuring it, and then I recut it, so it's a little bit smaller. And a pretty good little small easel. I need a couple of long screws here, a couple long screws here. About $10 on screws, maybe another $10 in brackets. And maybe if you're desperate and you don't have lumber, you might have to buy some 2x4s to make the solid base. Then you need another 4 for the top, and another 3 for the front, and some kind of support for the canvas, so it doesn't slip out. little wedge. So you need some kind of good tool on hand. I did this one in 2011, so I never blended anything than solid oils, but now I do want to learn the Bob Ross style painting. So I'm gonna probably buy his kit come winter. And not too bad. It's a larger build than the smaller ones they offer for like $50 to $100, which I might buy a little tabletop easel down the line if I want something more clean looking. But it's a rough build. Otherwise, I could have cut this down a little bit, but I want to see have a stronger kind of easel on hand, and hopefully I could get this bolted down so it doesn't fall out. I'll have to respace this a little bit wider so it slides a little bit nicer. Maybe rebuild it so it's a little bit longer if I'm going to be doing a little bit larger painting. But for now, this is going to be good enough. I need to find a little screw nut to hold this one in its place. And I had a little drill bit to drill out the holes here, drill out the hole here, drill out a few holes here because I'm not sure how this would work, if I want it more straight or a little bit on an angle. So I could probably put another hole here if I want it a little bit more on a flatter surface, or if I want it more straight. I could probably put another hole down below. But this is a good support for my painting, though. I think we'll see how this will be. Thanks for watching. It's a pretty steady, not wobbly. The one I made it wider was more wobbly, and I wasn't really measuring, but I measured the bottom first, and then I know I wanted the top part a little bit longer, or I can make both of the same height, but the top part is a little bit longer than the bottom. But this is my build. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to give my woodworking skills a go, and hopefully I could get a Bob Ross kit come winter. Maybe by next year I could start painting a little bit down here. Other than that, thanks for watching.